Grand evening. Welcome to Healing Hype Man, and welcome to the full moon in Virgo. I feel like it was just yesterday that I was talking about, technically 15 days ago, where I was like, I can't wait for the full moon in Virgo. That was during the new moon in Pisces. If you ever notice that the full moons are always opposite the new moons, there's a reason for that, right? There's moon cycles. Because they are across each other on the natal chart. Virgos and Pisces also make great partners, great friends, because there's a balance between the two. So I'm here to do a message here for this full moon in Virgo, for whoever finds this. You know, my community is small. I'm grateful for all of you, of course. And, you know, and to be more appreciative of you guys, because I know a lot of you wait for my messages and you guys wait to listen to me. And at the same time, we're all in the same vibe. So I do this for me and it works out for you as well. So this full moon in Virgo. I have the Virgo card here from the Black Moon Astrology. I want to read you some aspects to Virgo energy. Because just because you might not have Virgo in your chart, but you probably do, doesn't mean that you can't embody the energy or what you might be feeling. How you can embody this energy, right? Just 1 second. Sorry. Okay. So, how we can embody this energy. And Virgo, I happen to be a Virgo moon. So this is hitting home. And as I was reading this and I was like highlighting the things that I wanted to talk about it before we pull cards, I was like, wow, this is literally me to the T. And this is my moon aspect. So this is how, now you guys can really see something deep about me. This is like my inner emotions. This is where my emotions stem from, which I didn't even own into my Virgo moon aspect until recently. I remember like commenting on someone's post and I'm like, I'm a Virgo moon and I haven't really understood that energy yet. And someone was like, that's your deepest, darkest emotional side. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you're right. Yes, I'm a Cancer sun, 0 degrees. I'm a Gemini rising, Gemini Mercury, Gemini Venus, Pisces North Node. So my South Node is in Virgo. So this is where I'm comfortable in this kind of energy. South Node is where you're comfortable, or what you probably have done in a past life. So the point of me saying that, now that you know a little bit about me, I'm going to kind of dive into, Virgo energy here. And I want to read this to you. You probably can't see that as well. So Virgos, I analyze. Do not anticipate trouble or worry about what may never happen. Keep in the sunlight. To quote by Benjamin Franklin. And I actually like that because it's do not anticipate trouble or worry about what may never happen. And listen guys, listen. Linda, you guys know where that's from, right? YouTube that. Listen, Linda. I'm gonna stop for a second because anxiety is two aspects. You're either super focused on the future, which you cannot predict, or you have some serious PTSD and your anxiety stems from trauma, right? And that's two aspects to mental health that you should not be owning into. You should really be trying to stay present. And I analyze and I'm critical on myself. And Virgo energy is very critical on themselves. So you might find yourselves very critical right now. You might be finding yourself overanalyzing things. And it's not even overanalyzing other people. You're overanalyzing yourself, to be brutally honest. So let's go into this here. Worry and organization are the key traits of the sign of Virgo. They can be insanely organized and are very helpful to others. Hence why they always become doctors, nurses, health workers, teachers, librarians, right? Take a look at that, your Virgo friends. What do they do for a living? They're probably a healer and a fixer and want to help people. They tend to be critical, but usually this criticism is applied to themselves. So just understand that aspect. If you have Virgos and you know Virgos and you're being very critical on yourself, that can be very detrimental to your mental health because you're analyzing every single thing that happens to you, right? So keep all this energy into context, and maybe it's correlating to you and how you're feeling right now. They prefer to step back and analyze before moving ahead. So they're big planners. I was a wedding planner in the past. I plan everything. I am a planner. So like, you know, there's aspects to that, right? So you might find yourself now trying to plan things out very strategically, which is kind of good because we just came out of Pisces season where we were thinking about our deepest, darkest desires. And now we're just like, how do I put this all together? How do I make this happen? I need to make a to-do list, right? The sign of Virgo governs the sixth house of health, natural remedies, and analysis. Diet and nutrition are dominant themes for this Mercury-ruled planet. They're ruled by Mercury. So you very well could be looking at your diet right now. You could be trying to get your body fit. You could be very strict, putting yourself on a strict diet. See what's in your sixth house. You can also look at your chart that way. What's in my sixth house? Where does Virgo sit in my chart? Then you can see kind of really particularly for you, if you're not a Virgo placement, you can see what's in my sixth house. It's ruled by Virgo. So maybe that aspect of your life, whatever sits in there, might be highlighted the most. It's a good time to get rid of the clutter and clear your life. Focusing on detail and doing what needs to be done are now your focus. Like I said, you're really paying attention to your to-do list and focusing on like structure. Getting organized will enable you to get where you're going. Absolutely. And you're looking at your daily routine, the body, healing, worry, details, usefulness, and hospital doors. So for some of you, you might be looking at your health. I don't think it's a bad thing necessarily. I just think that you'll know where your health stands, of course. And you're probably just like super hyper focused on that aspect. So let's kind of dive into this Virgo moon energy. And it's interesting because I try to plan this out a certain way, and I'm not even going to say what I was going to say. I'm already sitting here like, I want to do this again. I didn't like where the candle was. Like, that's how critical I am. But let's kind of see, you know, so my intention here for the cards, I'm going to pull random cards here and we're going to see. And the intention is what cards allow for what the universe and spirit and God needs us to see, to hear. Allow those cards to come forth for whoever is watching this. Let's take a little breath. Grasshopper spirit. Take a leap of faith. Oof. You know, that's really hard in Virgo energy because they have to plan their way before they do things, right? So now let me change this context here to maybe this is things you're going through. Taking a leap of faith, the universe is asking you to take a leap of faith here. And you're probably like scared shitless and worried as fuck to actually do that because it's not part of the plan. Ascension and feminine energy. So you're elevating here. You're probably tapping into your feminine energy. You're ascending in a certain way. Maybe you're owning into your feminine energy. You're tapping into that vibe there. Being very domestic, Queen of Pentacles, the domestic, the utilizing your resources, right? But here for whoever this is resonating for, right? Spirit is saying take a leap of faith here. That's a big aspect of, you know, having trust and knowing that you'll land where you need to land. And I say that a lot, to be honest. Feminine energy and ascension here. There's an aspect here, you know, you're not going to grow unless you take that leap of faith. right? Utilizing your resources. She's pictated as the domestic mom. She can handle work life. She has a schedule. She has the planner. She's taking kids to soccer camp. She's doing everything, and she's working because she's the pentacle. So she has the finances and the structure, and she maintains the home. Right? Maybe a big aspect of just like wanting to be like super mom right now. Growth. Oh, see, literally, if you don't take a leap, you're not going to grow. You're not going to be able to ascend here, right? So there's an aspect here, the message here, I'm going to title it that as well. Take a leap of faith so you can grow, right? And you're probably going to, it's going to feel really uncomfortable during this time right now because it's the Virgo full moon and you want to be very critical about things here. And, you know, you don't necessarily, this energy that you can work with, it's not necessarily saying like don't do what Virgo energy normally does. You have to embrace it in a certain way, right? Is there opportunity for growth? There might be an aspect of taking a leap of faith here. Life purpose. You're looking at your purpose. For some of you, this is a career. For some of you, you're changing your life here. For some of you, taking that leap of faith is going to ascend you to a whole nother level that you might not even understand yet. And it has to do with your life purpose, your soul purpose. That was yesterday's message as well. You know, what's my purpose? You're here for a bigger reason. And here it's asking you to take a little bit of a risk. We're in Pisces season still. So like trust that the universe, the high priestess is working on your side. Clock, time, takes time, cycles, time to heal, progress, right? I think that some of you might be looking at your biological clock. If you're women, you're like thinking about, you know, I don't have a lot of time left. I need to get my life going. I need to do things in life, right? Especially with feminine energy here. There is a message here for mothers here that, you know, yes, your clock is ticking, so it's time to get to work. Take a risk. What are you waiting for? You're not getting any younger, and I only mean that in a very respectful way. And I'm not talking about like you're getting old. I really mean like start manifesting the shit you want in your life. People, places, and things. You've been doing, maybe this is a message for moms. You've been doing a lot for other people. What are you doing for yourself? Take that leap of faith here. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. There's a big aspect of ascension here, like a whole upveiling of like a whole new version of you, and this is a spiritual channel, so it's very well can just be in a spiritual context here. Let's get 3 cards. Utilizing your resources. 3 of Swords in reverse. There's nothing hurting you. There's nothing stopping you. There's no pain. There is no third-party situation. You're different. You're healed. You've been healing. Now it's time to take that leap of faith and go do that single thing you want to be doing. The Merlin. Thank the Lord. This is the Virgo card. This is the Hermit. Look at that. You've been doing the work. You're not in pain anymore. Let that message be there. It's time to grow. It's time for your growth process to take place because you're a whole different person here. You have done the work. You're not in pain anymore. You're not sitting in that pain anymore either. Wow, 10 of Swords. You're not sitting in that pain anymore. Bottom of the deck, King of Wands. You're in your power. You're passionate. You're creative. You're being authentic, right? This is a growth. This is here. So if you're seeing this, you're growing. This full moon is definitely going to grow you to a whole nother level that you're not even aware of quite yet, to be honest. And it's asking you to be a little risky because the universe has your back here. We're still in Pisces season. So utilize that energy to try and zone in on what needs to go, clear out the clutter, clear what needs to go, and really focus on the practical aspect of your big wish fulfillment here. And I think that it's just going to land on your lap. I really do. I hope this message resonates with you guys. Enjoy the full moon. Hopefully I'll post a picture of the moon. I'm going to try and do a crystal bowl moon session as well. So look that out. Enjoy your night. Enjoy your weekend. My name is Alden Catalan. I'm present. I'm done speaking now.